Now, it's time for Spotlight on Business, where every week we put the spotlight on a different local business so you can find out how they serve you and the community. Now from Michiana's Morning News, it's Laura Smith.
Welcome to the Style File, and I just love this edition of it every year because, well, it symbolizes finally that the cold weather is over. We can only hope, crossing fingers, and the man who is here to talk about all things style for warmer weather and even the summer now is Danny Reynolds.
We are here to tell cold weather it no longer has control over us.
No longer. It is gone.
We've changed. We've turned the calendar. We've turned our mindsets. It's summer. Even if it's 65, it's summer. But these ups and downs can get confusing in the wardrobe department, can't they? So
I mean, honestly, this year more than ever in my life. So I haven't done the switch over yet, from winter because it was 30 last week.
Right.
And so I couldn't do it.
How do you know?
I've been running back and forth between the two, but my daughter's bedroom and I keep my one season there. And
that's nice of her to allow you to do that while she's not here.
She's not here, exactly. So I take over. But
my daughter's bedroom became a workout room.
Oh, it did?
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, the workout room that now has clothes hanging from the all the equipment. But it is Memorial Day weekend. I can't believe it. And in some ways, it's absolutely flown by. But here we are. And that just means that finally, as of tomorrow, we can wear our white things again.
Yeah, it's fashion's turning of the calendar. Although I was saying, I guess before we got on the air, that I don't really subscribe to that traditional mentality. I think you dress for the weather. I don't dress for. I never have dressed for the rules, obviously, but you dress for the weather. So my sort of informal turning of the tides for white is Easter. Part of that's because I'm married to a Southern girl, and that was the rule down south.
Oh.
Probably because it's 80 degrees in South Carolina a lot sooner than it's 80 degrees in Indiana. But they really do turn their fashion calendars at Easter. And honestly, many times that makes more sense. If you think about it, a month or two ago, we had summer. We had some mid-80s days in March. And then it went back to winter in May. So it's kind of, you do the right thing, that keeping it all, close at hand, because one day it's the swimsuit, the next day it's the parka.
It is, but I think we're done with that. I really, truly think and hope we're done with that. We've turned the corner. So I love going into Stephensons at any time of the year because I love watching, because all your new things come in. And it always gets me excited for what's about to come. And then I feel prepared because I've already bought half of the store.
You're ready.
Yeah.
You're ready to take on the season. That's one of the more fun elements of our job, is just the daily newness. We joke that it's Christmas morning every day when the boxes come in from the shipping and receiving, and we get to see what's new and figure out where to put it on the floor and change things around. So the merchandising element is always fun, and it's an organic way to really kind of stay up on the trends. I mean, obviously we've bought this stuff 6, 8, 10, 12 months in advance, but we never know what the reaction's going to be, and the trends sort of evolve themselves as you progress throughout the season. So that, to me, is a fun thing to watch. And then we do is what I call chase the trends, and as we see traction on a certain style or color or fabrication, then we go after more of it and try to, as they say, give the people what they want.
Do you find that you're sitting there with all your wonderful family and staff that's been at Stephensons for years? Do you sit there and do you watch some items just fly off the shelves or the racks?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And sometimes it's a surprise. Sometimes after enough years of doing this, you see it and it's going to be a good one. But you just never know. And there are sometimes items that this happened yesterday. I was gone for a couple of days, and I'm looking at our selling reports, and I'm like, I see a particular style that we've sold almost completely out of in 2 different colors. I'm like, I got to go down and see what this is. So I go find it. It's like, it's a very nice top, but it's not anything that would have jumped off at the rack at me. So you just kind of never know.
Yeah.
But the people tell you, and that's a lesson in merchandising I've worked with Lily and the team on for years too, is they will tell you. They will tell you if they want something. They will also tell you if they do not want something by simply not purchasing it, and
Right.
that you need to be on top of that and know. And there's the old joke within retail that people tend to hang on to things too long because it's a great item and they just know it has value. I say, well, the people will tell you what the value is. So if they're not buying it, then you're probably better off to try to mark that down, get some of your money back out of it, and go find something that they do want.
I would imagine, though, with all of your experience, your family owning the store itself since 1964, is it?
Yes.
That your wonderful mom and dad bought it, and here it is all these many years later. I would imagine you guys are all pretty darn good at kind of just instinctually when you or your daughter goes to Manhattan and goes down to the garment district and finds and sees what's going on there, you probably have a pretty good instinct about, okay, I know that's going to work, that will never work in Elkhart.
There are definitely things you learn. Yeah, again, the customers kind of tell you. And we always, our business is one of, it's ever changing. There are no guarantees, no definites. And, there are a lot of factors that influence trends. And that's probably something we could spend an entire one of these shows talking about. You've got macroeconomic factors like, we know from experience, and not just us, but sort of nationwide, in times of military times, military fashion tends to be more prevalent. You see camo, you see cargo pockets, utility kind of stuff. There's more prevalence. Obviously, we're talking about, and we're also excited about America's 250 this year. So naturally, there's a lot of red, white, and blue on the floor. So things like that, affect what we purchase, what we see, what we sell. But yes, there are things you learn just by hanging around, watching, that certainly the only way you can learn these is by being ever present. And, we always joke that we're kind of chained to the post at the store. To be a successful retailer, you really pretty much have to be there and be present and be witnessing and watching and talking to that. I love talking to customers, talk to staff about what it is they're after, what they like, what they don't like, that kind of thing. It's how you learn.
Yes.
And then over time, obviously, you I guess develop a mentality that you have a pretty good idea what people are going to go for. But again, they'll surprise you sometimes.
I just love it because every time I go in there, I always find something. I don't think I've ever gone into Stephensons, and I've probably been there 100 times over the past couple of years. I don't think I've ever gone in there and not come out with something. And I'm not saying I'm proud of that. I'm just saying as a testament to your prowess and just all of you, your mom and Lily and everyone there and your staff that's been with you for years and years. I just never come out without something. And I don't even have intention. Sometimes I just come in to say hi.
The day that you don't is when we know we need to have a big staff shakeup, I guess.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, it's wonderful. And I've just gotten so much over there now. My whole family is completely in love with Stephensons and the rest of the community. And my partner, John, during the week, he and his wife, that is their go-to now. It's something that, if you hadn't been doing it for the last 50, 60 years, like some Elkhartans have been going in there for that long, people are still discovering it and loving it. And whenever they ask me, which is every single time I wear something from Stephensons, where did you get it? They always say now, before I even answer, they go, oh, Stephensons, I know it's Stephensons.
we kind of try to culture an environment of experience. It's the Stephensons experience. Hopefully, when you come shopping at our store, you have an experience, and hopefully it's a positive one.
Always
but it's
is.
more than just going in and buying a top or going in and buying a dress and, check that off. We want it to be enjoyable. Shopping can be stressful for some, especially special occasion shopping. People have anxiety over that because, hey, it's not something you do every day. But guess what? It is something we do every day. So we're kind of here to take that anxiety out of the picture, work with you, talk to you, find out what it is color and style wise that you think works for you, offer advice on fit and that kind of thing if we can, and just make it an enjoyable experience. And ideally for us, if you have that enjoyable experience when you come in for a special occasion, item, then maybe you're going to want to start coming back for your everyday stuff, as I think you've kind of learned.
Yes.
And then you can enjoy that experience on the regular and have one less stressor in your life when it comes to wardrobe building.
100%. But then there's also those special events that I have to have something for, and I know I'm going to find it there. And I find it interesting. So you have Joseph Ribkoff, who's a designer who's probably been around for a long time, but his pieces are so timeless and so current, yet so classic at the same time. And they're just beautiful, and the quality is so beautiful. How long have you been carrying Joseph Ribkoff?
We started with Joseph Ribkoff the year I started, so 1994. So 32 years we've been carrying Ribkoff. We're one of their premier boutiques in the States. They are international. They're out of Montreal,
yes,
Canada, but they're an international company. Large presence in Europe. And
yeah,
a lot
I
of their
saw 'em in
styling
Europe.
cues come from Europe. It's definitely has a European flair to it, but with what I would call an American slant. And great company, as you said, great items. It's classic stuff. It's well made, and it's on trend without being trendy.
Right.
But I tell you, my wife she probably has more Ribkoff in her closet than
Yeah.
nearly anyone else after 30 years of being married to me. But she's got items that she's had since we got married. And honestly, many of them are still as relevant today as
She can
as
still
they were
wear
then.
them. Oh, yes. In fact, when I brought my niece, who's just 25 years old, into Stephensons probably about a month ago, well, we found some Ribkoff that was on sale. And we said, you got to try this, because this week, right now, as we speak, in 2 days, she is jetting off to Nice and Monaco and Cannes in France. And we just found these beautiful pieces that she wasn't even anticipating looking for when we came in there. And I know she's so excited to wear
she's
them.
going to be well dressed for that environment. That's something, again, now she has that level of comfort that I'm going to fit right in and look good where I'm going, but also be able to wear this stuff when she comes back here.
That's exactly right. So it's a beautiful thing. And I know when we come back, you have a big story to tell. This past month, you had a very special invitation from a very special, let's say, person and institution. And we want to hear all about that, because it does have everything to do with small business, and also just, you being the icon that you are, you and your family here in Elkhart at Stephensons of Elkhart on Main Street since 1931. When we come back, more with the great Danny Reynolds. It is The Style File.
Podcasts by Federated Media.